I do not believe that it is solely the responsibility of the school district to begin at birth. I'm wondering, however, from each of you, does the school board or the school district have any role in making sure that children are ready to start school at kindergarten?
I would hope that they could have a role. I would think it'd have to be balanced with funds that are available, and I don't think it should be mandatory because particularly at that time, people are raising their children in different manners. But I think technology can bring a lot to that, and I was involved with somebody that was working through Manchester TV about 5 years ago to try to develop educational shows, local type things that they could bring in, and they were encouraging parents in the city to try to have their children watch these shows versus SpongeBob and some of this other stuff. And they were able to kind of mix in there some local stuff. So the kids, they had pictures of the school that they'd be going to and so forth, to kind of get them used to what was going to happen. And I was always, encouraged to bring my younger children to visit my older children at school. And I think that should be encouraged, particularly at drop-off. My younger ones used to love to go into the classroom, meet, say hi to the teacher. These kinds of things get them very comfortable with school and get them excited about when they're going to be able to go. So I would certainly say at least that level, yes.
Anyone else? Yes.
I think the earlier that, obviously the parents educate from the beginning, but the earlier that you can others to add to that education is the better. I mean, you got to be able to afford it and everything else, but I think there are programs out there already. There are programs that are free or not free, but paid with taxes already, not with the school district, but that you can get speech help or motor help, mobility and things like that. So there are a lot of programs out there right now that can sort of educate you, before kindergarten.
Thank you. Anyone else wish to address that? Mr. Dave?
I think the school board's role in helping the parents get their children ready for kindergarten would be guiding them towards information they could use to teach with. Those resources obviously are going to come from the teachers we currently have. What sort of information are you expecting the students to have when they show up? How do you teach that to someone, maybe a diverse background? They come from a part of the country that has a different view of things, or even for a foreign country where their language skills aren't up to par. What sort of language sets are they going to need? And all that information is going to be with the current teachers. So as a school board, not to force them to do something, to go into kindergarten and try to make that voluntary, but provide them the information how they can do that.
Becky, I would agree with you that it starts at birth, what you teach your children. And again, one of the things that I would see that we could do better on as a community is different ways of getting the list of those resources out there to the community, be it via the Hooks It website. The library has some great opportunities here. I don't think that at times our community takes enough advantage of one of these wonderful things that we have here in our community. The library is amazing with the things that they can offer and the resources that they have. So getting the word out there into the community is something that I feel that we need to be better at.
And clearly, if I may, any outreach efforts that we can do as a school. We have a preschool program. They make their outreach programs with the other surrounding private preschool programs. Certainly providing access, even if maybe it's actually a good idea, which I wish we had started it earlier, that providing forums, say, okay, this is how we approach things at kindergarten. Some guidelines on what we think as the educators should think on preschool and so forth, what they could use in preparation of understanding what the curriculum and how we approach kindergarten and so forth. So any outreach is better, and clearly from day one, the first 5 years, the formative years, I guess, being not a parent, but having 650 kids ultimately as a school board member, I think it's very, very important.
I'll take one more question from the audience, and then we'll break so that, you know, people have a chance to mingle and chat. Anyone have anything else? Okay, so thank you very much, candidates.
Could we go closing statement?
Oh, would you like a closing
Well,
statement?
I
How about,
neglected to ask that question.
how about, is 30 seconds enough?
No.
A minute? All right. All right, let's do a minute.
He'll take a minute even if you say.
But, and that's fine. I would just caution you to keep your comments focused on yourself and your views, and not bring anyone else's, you know, positions into it. Okay? That's what I would prefer, to keep it fair. Okay? Thank you. Go.
I would like to thank everybody for coming, and I'd like to encourage everybody to be involved at whatever level you can. Whether you have kids in school or whether you don't, if you can attend a meeting, it's a great thing. I've been trying to attend some other meetings in town. It's really a great way to learn about our community. And you know, come to the school board meeting and see for yourself what's going on, and see for yourself if you think the tax dollars are being spent adequately. Don't rely on people, don't rely on books and issues or the banner or the union leader. There's nothing like being there, and once you have elected people to sit on this board or any board, they're not being paid, but if you come sit in the audience, you're supporting them. So they know that the community appreciates what they're doing, and it means a lot to people to see an audience like this, and to know that the time that they're giving up from their family is being appreciated by the community. So I would just encourage everybody to try to pick a meeting and go to it, and you'll learn something about something. Thank you.
Yes.
Okay, well, first of all, on the high school issue, I don't think I got it out during the night, but you know, Manchester schools are not our high schools. They're the schools that we send our students to, but they're not Hooksett High Schools. This is if they were Colley or anything else. We have no say on the aldermanic level, no say on the school board level, and they're not our high schools. We have a contract to send our students there, and we should go by that contract. But I would just appreciate your vote on the 13th to try to add some educational experience to the board, and to use my youth organizational skills and the skills that I've developed over the years to put to good use for Hooksett. Thank you.
Mr. Davis.
I'll be really quick. I appreciate everyone who came tonight. I have a web page, a Facebook fan page. You can check out some of the information. You can communicate with me if you want to. I think that one of the things we didn't talk about is that we need to demand some more responsibility from Manchester that we have not demanded so far. I mean, we're hiring them just like we would hire someone who's one-on-one. We demand certain things. So that's where I stand on that.
I want to thank you all for coming, and I want you to know that I put my name on that school board ballot because after going to the meetings, I really felt that there were some conflicts and some things that needed to be resolved to make Hooksett who it is and who it should be, and where our board started with the contract that they signed with Manchester Schools. Tonight, I've heard some really good input from everyone here. I will tell you that in my job, as Becky pointed out, and the question that was asked to me is I travel a lot throughout the state, the southern part of the state, and I've seen a lot of different things throughout our communities. We have some very strong candidates sitting here, and after listening to them, I will tell you that I believe that there are two people sitting on this board tonight that I think could do a great job to help bring those, that our views are very similar. If chosen, I will absolutely serve my term and do my very, very best for the kids, for the community, for the faculty. But with that said, I would tell you that if it was different today and I wasn't sitting on this panel, that I myself would support Mr. Pearl and Mr. Dukas.
Mr. Sullivan.
Serving your town is not easy, but service to your town is necessary for its success. Sitting back and not getting involved does not help the community. I think my record of service to the town has been positive in all things I've done. I think I made a difference I'm able to work together with all. I've been open and responsive and direct in my responses. There's no question that I don't answer. The only thing I can do is serve my role as a school board, speak my mind, make sure we do that. And if I can't get things done according to the rules, then the only thing to do is make sure that we adhere to the process and do my best. So again, I have a good record of town service. Wouldn't be elected on serving 12 years. Members who've served longer do a great job, and they wouldn't be elected if they didn't do good jobs too. So I think I've worked collectively with many of the people here, and working with them, I hope I benefited them, and we benefited the town together. So service is paramount, and I want to continue to serve because it takes a lot of effort to get these meetings. And thank you.
I would like to thank all 5 of you, not only for coming tonight and for fielding all of these questions, but just for having the courage and the conviction to throw your hat in the ring. So thank you.
And on this prospective board, we might have a chef and we might have a cook, but we have Tammy, who is a baker extraordinaire. So feel free to help yourself to a lot of good desserts and to socialize with our candidates. Thank you.
Becky, could we, I don't understand Ms. Reagan's last comment. Do you not want to be elected? Is that what you're telling me? You said if elected, I will serve, but you don't want us to...
I will be honest with you, after hearing the comments tonight, the input, I really believe that my views are shared with Mr. Dugas and Mr. Pearl, and I would defer my vote to both of them, because I feel that they could serve the position better than I, as far as the time and the input they had. So you are correct that my choice today, in books that we're not allowed to remove our names from a ballot, and my name is on the ballot to run. At this point, it has to stay there, but I would definitely support those candidates. Miss Julia. Oh, my. How you doing?